Okay, so today we are making some DIY flower boxes, and we had to go to Home Depot, and we went to the Culbin, which is the not perfect wood, to get our supplies because it's a lot cheaper that way. I picked two types of wood, one for the sides and ends and one for the top and bottom, based on what they had in the cul rack. And there's my little measuring tape so I could see that they were long enough. Then we were picking out handles for the top of the box to be able to carry them, and I decided on these ones, which ironically are in my kitchen. Now we have all our supplies and go to check out. The wood has been acquired, and now we're gonna build. So the first flower box was a lot of learn as you go, and ladies, if your husbands are helping with the project, make sure you watch them every step of the way because we had to redo a lot of parts of this first box. So we first cut the two sides and then we cut the ends. We were making two 4-foot boxes, 4 foot in length and 6 inches wide. Here, my husband is telling me that the ends should go on the outside of the boards, but that made it longer than 4 feet. So we had to go back, take them off, and cut down the boards to account for that excess length, whereas I would have drilled them on the inside, but I digress. Next, we did the tops and bottoms of the boxes after we, this is where we had to take off the ends and shorten the boards, but then we did the tops and bottoms. We did end up using a drill with screws. We did try a nail gun at one point, but it just didn't seem like it was going to be as sturdy as we needed it to be. Here is where we kind of messed up again because we started drilling the top on and got halfway through before realizing that we needed to put the handles on. So we had to take the screws out and secure the handle from the inside of the box. I didn't record us making the second box, but we had a more secured plan. We knew how to space out the holes more evenly and how to avoid having to redo steps like we did this time. For our perfected box, we ended up doing 4 screws along to secure the top and bottoms. And then it took 2 screws that came with the handle to secure that. And I didn't want internal handles because I don't like slivers. So this was a pretty easy fix. Thicker wood is good too because we had some wood splitting, so we were letting some wood glue dry. And then I got the flowers out so that we could see how much we needed to cut off. These were from our wedding, so all of our costs did not include the cost of artificial flowers. For the first box, we planned on doing 2 holes on each side of the handle, so those were spaced pretty evenly. My husband just kind of eyeballed it, but then we decided it wasn't thick enough, so we had to add a 3rd hole. So they were equal on the second box, but not on our trial box, which is what I'm calling this. I'll jump in here to say that without the cost of the flowers, which artificial flowers are pretty expensive, because we already had them between the wood and the handles, and the paintbrushes, I only spent $38 to make these 2 boxes. I'm not allowed to use power tools because danger. So this is my part where I get to use some old white paint primer. We didn't want to spend any money on paint and we had this left over and I had plenty to do the 2 boxes. So this is just me going through and painting the best I could. It took about 24 to 48 hours for it to fully dry because I went a little overboard with the layering, but it turned out pretty good. So this is what it looked like with the white primer, and I was pretty proud of myself, except that I painted on the handle a little bit, but oh well. It was good enough for me. I found it satisfactory for my purpose. Here's the final product. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.